CBS News Miami.
Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us. I'm Naja Sherman, and welcome to CBS News Miami's 4 p.m. Quickcast. Let's take a look at today's top stories. Off the top, taking a live look outside, we are tracking big changes in the weather. You're going to need the umbrella first, then grab your coat. Ivan, we are talking about a big cool down on the way.
Absolutely. Coldest air of the year here is coming up for tomorrow night and heading into a Friday, but absolutely right. Still out ahead of the system, and so we're looking at showers for the rest of tonight before we get into that really chilly air coming up for Friday, which, by the way, is going to last through the weekend here. So cool mornings, but a mild afternoon, so I think a little bit for everybody with low 80s right now. We have winds that are out of the south and southwest, and it's still pretty humid out there. In fact, cold front isn't even in Florida, the big one that's going to bring us the drop here. Still in the 80s. Where is it? Well, there you see Atlanta now dropping into the 60s, Memphis in the 50s. So we have to wait a while for it to get here. And it won't arrive until we get through tomorrow. Still a lot of dry air out ahead of it, so that'll be the other story. The humidity will drop, and so will our rain chances. Wait till you see the next weather 7-day. First one that will look this way in a second here. There is Next Weather Radar Network. You see the showers kind of flying through. Was not going to be, a big squall line with thunderstorms. We were thinking a few embedded storms. Even that hasn't materialized. Just scattered showers about. Only one I'm tracking, and really even not anymore, was across the Middle Keys there, and that is flying to the east. So we'll continue to get these. So if you're out for the rest of this evening, we'll look at rain chances right around 20%, and then we'll begin to drop those as we head through the next few days. Right, the morning low temperatures, you can see there, the one sticking out, 70 degrees, a couple degrees above average, and then of course the big story will be Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We're going to spend all mornings in the mid 50s, even a few low 50s are possible. That's going to combine with this huge dip in humidity that is going to make it feel like another season here finally across South Florida. Next weather rain track, you see the showers will continue kind of pivoting in, and we have two boundaries are actually going to come in. Notice that by tomorrow, we're still dealing with some cloud cover through midday, and then we'll get rid of that and set the stage for a chilly Friday morning. Still checking the tropics, so we'll do that through the end of hurricane season, which is fast approaching, but there's nothing expected to develop through then, so looking good. On Friday, then, our temperatures will be in the low to mid 50s. That is cool stuff. Get ready for it. Haven't seen these numbers since last February there, with some interior areas getting into the low 50s, and then right along the coast a little milder there. Not that we'll have wind off the water. That would shut it down, but we'll just have you close enough where temperatures aren't going to be as cool. Mid and upper 50s for the coast. As far as temperatures tomorrow, we'll keep rain chances at 10%, and then we'll get rid of the rain chances, and this is what I was alluding to at a Next Weather 7-day that has no precip, save for a few extremely isolated showers early tomorrow, and then that's it. That looks like a winter forecast here in South Florida. If you like it a little milder, we'll get right back to it next week.
All right, looking forward to the festive weather. Thank you, Ivan. Police say a woman was killed after she was hit by a school bus earlier today. CBS News Miami's Terry Hornstein has the report from Sweetwater.
That woman who was killed, just 22 years old. We've learned she went to FIU. She graduated this summer. And as you can see here, that bus on the scene as investigators begin trying to piece together how this happened. Video taken by a witness shows the moments after a woman was hit and killed by a school bus in Sweetwater Wednesday.
It's really sad to hear a tragedy that happened.
It happened off of Southwest 109th Avenue and 3rd Street. The bus making a right turn, the woman walking.
So right now it's unknown exactly what the pedestrian's actions were that created this collision. But what we do know is that we have a young lady's life who was tragically cut short.
That school bus on its way to a middle school in the area with students on board.
First responders did a phenomenal job of making sure that these young people that were on the bus when this collision occurred didn't see anything that may have traumatized them.
Miami-Dade police with a reminder ahead of the holiday season.
During this holiday season, we typically see a small uptick in traffic collisions, some of them fatal, some of them not fatal. But we encourage anyone entering and operating a vehicle to remain vigilant, okay? That 1 second you take your eye off the wheel or the road could be the difference between your life or someone else's life and you making it home.
It's really sad to hear somebody passed away like that, and people should really be more careful where they walk and look around the surroundings.
After the wreck, the woman was rushed to the hospital where she unfortunately died. Now, FIU is offering counseling service because despite the fact that that woman graduated this summer, she still could know students and professors at the school. So they are offering those services. Now, as far as the bus driver, police tell us he did stay on the scene here. In Sweetwater, Terry Hornstein, CBS News, Miami.
Really sad, Terry. Thank you. Miami-Dade police are also looking for the person who shot and killed this man in southwest Miami-Dade. Police say the victim is this man, Esteban Arufat Jr. This happened near Southwest 116th Avenue and Southwest 193rd Street. Happened just before 1 in the morning. Police say the victim was standing in that area when a car drove up with people inside. Someone fired shots, then took off. The victim died at the hospital. If you have any information, call police. Family and friends of former One Direction member Liam Payne gathered today in London for his funeral. The singer's coffin arrived at the church in a white carriage. It was drawn by 2 white horses. They were adorned with floral tributes spelling the words son and daddy. His former band members attended the private church service. Payne died last month after he fell from a 3rd-floor hotel balcony in Argentina. When we come back, 'tis the season to possibly add a 4-legged friend to your family. But before you get out and get a puppy, find out what you need to know to make sure that you are not getting scammed. Welcome back to CBS News Miami's 4 p.m. Quickcast. Now to President-elect Donald Trump's transition. Some of his cabinet picks are on Capitol Hill today. They are trying to shore up support among senators for confirmation. Former Congressman Matt Gaetz' ethics probe could be an obstacle, but he's got the firm backing of President-elect Trump. CBS News Miami's Tareen Small has the latest.
Former Florida Congressman Matt Gaetz is courting Senate support to become President-elect Donald Trump's Attorney General. Accompanying him on the Hill today is Vice President-elect JD Vance as they make the case to senators like Lindsey Graham.
I think he's very smart. Time will tell.
Gaetz has been investigated for allegations of sex with a minor by the very department Trump wants him to lead. The House Ethics Committee is meeting behind closed doors Wednesday amid pressure to release its report probing claims against Gaetz. All of it raises questions for confirmation, even among Republicans.
I wouldn't bet my house on it one way or the other.
President-elect Trump is standing firm.
Mr. President, are you reconsidering the nomination of Matt Gaetz?
No. President-elect Trump's cabinet picks all have one key quality in common: supreme loyalty to Donald Trump. Several of his picks have also weathered claims of harassment or assault. Defense Secretary nominee Pete Hegseth was investigated for sexual assault in 2017. No criminal charges were filed, and he denies those allegations. HHS nominee Robert F. Kennedy Jr. apologized to a former nanny who accused him of unwanted sexual advances in the 90s. And Trump himself was found civilly liable for sexually abusing a woman in the 1990s, which he denies. There are also questions about potential conflicts of interest for Elon Musk, who Trump has tapped to head the newly formed Department of Government Efficiency. Musk's companies, SpaceX and Tesla, have more than $13 billion in government contracts. Torian Small, CBS News, Capitol Hill.
And today's consumer alert: puppy scams are on the rise, but there are ways you can protect yourself. In 2023, the BBB Scam Tracker reported about 2,500 pet scams in the U.S. The American Kennel Club explained how to tell the difference between a breeder and a scanner on the internet. Take a listen.
You want the breeder to get on the phone with you, talk to you, send pictures of their dogs, records of their breeding program, vet records, things that you can verify the person's a real person with a real litter of puppies.
Great advice. Another thing you can do is always try and get references and meet at the breeder's home. TikTok has become a powerful sales machine with information from influencers and direct sales. Skincare products are especially popular. CBS News Miami's Stephanie Stahl has more on why doctors are urging caution when it comes to getting skincare advice from social media.
Hey guys, I've been getting some questions about my skincare routine.
Skincare advice and products are all over TikTok. It's go-to information for many teenagers, like 17-year-old Reese Miller.
Like, this changed my skin in like 30 days, and it's like everyone's kind of like, oh, like we should try that.
Reese was trying to get rid of some acne, but she says it got worse with the products she saw on TikTok.
It got like super red and like inflamed like super quickly.
With billions of viewers, TikTok has become a giant sales machine.
I feel that there needs to be more education.
Bluebell esthetician Linda Lee Tagliamonte, who's treating Reese now, says the products touted on TikTok can be abrasive, containing things like retinols and exfoliants. They're ingredients that are in many skincare products available in retail stores.
The kid's skin can actually break apart with rashes, redness, burns, infections, and premature acne even.
Reese says she kept buying different products with her mom's support, hoping to eventually find the right solution. You believed the stuff that you saw on TikTok? That was credible to you?
I think at first. Well, I used to, now I don't.
Skincare experts say everyone should pay attention to ingredients and understand some can cause side effects, no matter where you buy them, including from TikTok.
These kids, they want this Korean glass skin, and the influencers, they look perfect on screen, and I try to tell them that they're salespeople.
Reese says her skin has cleared up now that she's using fewer products. TikTok says it aims to create a welcoming, safe, and entertaining experience. It also says it is deeply committed to TikTok being a safe and positive experience for people under the age of 18, and that it moderates content that involves goods or activities that may be risky or otherwise require a higher degree of care. Stephanie Stahl, CBS News.
Important information there. And don't forget, this week the Dolphins host the New England Patriots. And the only place to catch all the action is right here on CBS Miami. It all gets underway at 11 a.m. with the Coach Mike McDaniel show. That is followed by Dolphins Weekly Live. Kickoff is at 1. Then we wrap it all up with fifth quarter following the game. That's the CBS News Miami Quickcast. I'm Naja Sherman. Stay tuned for more news right here on CBS News Miami and have a fantastic day.